What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video right here is nothing real special. Basically, I'm going to help out some friends. Actually, Brittany's boss's daughter has a building that she's already torn down, and she just asked me if I can just go get up the debris from the building and haul it off to the dump, and they're allowing me to use their skid steer, so that's pretty cool. Should be pretty quick, hopefully. It's going to probably take me about 2 or 3 trips. I'll probably only get 1 trip today due to they close at 1 o'clock, but I just thought I'd videotape it and then do something a little bit different. So before I get into that, I actually had something, well, actually my devotion this morning brought this to mind, and I thought I'd share it because I had never thought about this or never heard this analogy. So first come off, the Bible app is awesome. I've been using it here, I guess, since the beginning of the year to help me stay on track, because it's hard for me to get into a study, so I'm able to get on that Bible app, and they always got a full devotion, and they'll have different people speaking on it from different nationalities, different cultures, which is awesome to get different perspectives. So today was about, I heard this analogy, and I've never heard it before, and I've been raised in church my whole life. Bringing it back, when I was a little kid, I remember vividly my grandparents always taking me to church. If my parents weren't able to do it or didn't do it, my grandparents would come get me as a little kid, and they always made it a point to make sure I was in church. So that's been a blessing in my life since that point. But the analogy was this. It basically said, a man goes and he's in heaven. He reaches the gates of heaven. When he goes in, the angel hands him a crown, just a plain crown, and he walks with it, and he starts walking through heaven with this crown and walking with the angel. And he notices the people there. Some people there he knows, some people he don't, but he's being approached by different people, again, by people he knows and he doesn't know, and they're each giving him gems and stones, precious stones that go with his crown. And he's wondering why this is happening. And he looks at the angel, and the angel is telling him, this is all the good deeds that you've done, that you furthered their life into Christ. Even having people coming up to him saying, hey, I appreciate you just praying for me, or saying kind words to me. And this is people that he doesn't even know, to also people he does know, friends and family members who have always been there and said, hey, thank you for being with me through all those hard times. So takes the crown, all these jewels, and he continues walking until he sees Jesus. And when he gets to the feet of Jesus, he's able there place his crown down with all these precious stones and jewels and stuff, and then he's able just to worship Jesus and say, hey, here is my life, and I've dedicated to you. Like I said, I've been in church for pretty much my whole life, and that analogy I have never heard. It's crazy, but it really sunk in, because I want to be that person. I think we all want to be that person, but going through life, if I can just know that I'm going to just a smile to somebody, or just actions towards people, or just praying for somebody and they're not even realizing it, I think that goes a long way in it. And getting to heaven is twofold, because I can't wait till the day when I can actually be in there and see my grandparents, and me being able to give them stones, telling them thank you for what you set for me, the seed that you planted when I was a kid, and just everything that you've done since then. So little things like that, I just wanted to share that with you. It hit home to me today, and yeah, I hope it brings light to someone else. So, all right, let's go over here and get this load. All right, guys, so today we're going to end up cleaning up this old shed that was mostly center blocks, and want to take it to the dump. So I'm using Brittany's boss's skid steer to be able to load this up, and his business is right next door, so he's allowing me to use it for removal of all this debris. So set y'all up and let y'all watch. Stay tuned. So it's always fun being able to get in one of these skid steers and be able to operate it. A little fun fact, when I was doing construction back when I was a teen, probably 16 years old, for Campbell Construction, he allowed me to operate one of these. He showed me how to, and it was pretty intimidating at first, but after you get the concept of it, it's pretty cool. So with this Kubota skid steer, it actually has the foot pedals, which that's what I was trained up on. And I was able to operate the bucket with it with no problem. But if you see here, I actually started coming over into the grass and started tearing it up pretty bad. It was wet that morning, but I was trying to get the roofing material onto the bed. You'll see I'm using the bucket here to actually try to push it and scoot it around, just trying to get as much as I can for the load into it. Little view from the front. Grapple came in hand as well on this bucket, just to be able to keep stuff inside the bucket. Once I got to the center blocks, it was fine, but before that, getting the roofing material, definitely needed that grapple to hold on to the material, or you've been fighting it the whole time. So yeah, you just see I'm dragging stuff over. Another camera view from behind. Big thing about being on a tractor or on a skid steering machinery, you're having to always look around, make sure you're not going to bump into something or back into anything or run over it. So that being said, it's pretty taxing sometimes on the neck if you're doing a lot of turning. Here's another view from the side, and this is what I came across. Yeah, I hate snakes. And just seeing this old copperhead, I had a little standoff with him, but he got away from me. But here's a load. It was actually the first load I dumped just to show down at the transfer station, but it took me about 5 loads actually to get this all completed. So yeah, I was pretty happy to get this project complete. There I am, always getting something stuck up there. But luckily I've been able to get it all down and not have to spend too much time in there like everybody else that doesn't have a dump bed. But yep. Finished up. Oh. So there you have it. Got this torn down building. I got the 5th load. It's taken me 5 loads to take it to the dump, and my heaviest load has been 5,000 pounds so far. So with these center blocks, it's just like this building back here. It was all made out of center blocks. So it was a heavy load. So Heather, I hope you enjoy it. I tried to level it out the best I could. I'm not the best at grading, but I'm not the worst either. So I try to grade it where I have a little bit of runoff down into the ditch, and I raked it up, trying to keep it clean. So guys, I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, y'all stay tuned.